Good morning, guys. I'm doing my brows on live today for people who always ask about my brows. So if they are on my YouTube channel, they can do brows. I'm just doing little strokes in the angle that I want my brows to go in. I like a darker brow, so I'm gonna do thicker brows because I like my brows to be thicker and darker, and to each their own. And I'm gonna start going this way. In the angle that my little bitty hairs are in. Not little bitty hairs, but we're gonna go in that way. I don't want a big brow today, but I always make my ends a little darker. But there we go. I guess they want me to wait until I'm going to keep on going and get that one brow. Turn around, I got a spoolie on the other end, which is going to just kind of give it that little look. There we go. And got some concealer. Just gonna go under that. And get it good. Brows are definitely twins. It is a myth when people say, oh, your brows don't have to match. They're sisters. Have you ever seen two sisters that don't look anything alike? So if you want to risk it, but the brows definitely have to be twins. Not identical, but definitely born on the same day. So when people come on and don't say she didn't show me, I'm gonna use one of my powder puffs because I really like using them to kind of blend out stuff. They're not heavy like blenders, and I don't like the beauty blenders because they're just so bulky. I feel like I'm putting a pillow to my face. Like somebody's big pillow going on my face. I think this one is a little off, and I'm just gonna fix it because I'm like OCD with my brows. And I'm just gonna fix it right in here. There we go. I'm only doing brows today because in a little bit I'm going to jump over to my TikTok, so I just don't want to do too much. And I'm going over that top with the concealer of choice. I like pink concealer when I am doing my brows and don't want to use highlighters. The pink concealer gives it that little pop. So there we go. It's like a neat soft brow today. Mm, look at that brow. I'm proud of it. And then when we put our makeup on, it's going to look even better. But let me just show you guys, when people are like, why are your brows so close together? It's a symmetry thing. So when I take off, I get my makeup all done and set and break a line between my brows. Look how easy that was. Sometimes people make it more complicated than it really is, but that's okay. I'm gonna go over the other brow. Can't do that end. So this is Lolly. If you've never seen a live on TikTok, this here is Lolly. If you have a makeup brush, you know you know. Lolly has been with me for a really long time. Um, she's my go-to brush. She's very thin. Look how thin she is. Like, she's very thin. She's not heavy like me. She's skinny. But Lolly, she needs to be painted, and I'm gonna paint her and glue her together. Her bristles are really nice. I just love Lolly. So we're gonna go over with this brow is a little deeper than I want it to be, like, down, but it's okay because we're gonna fix it once we get our brows like on point. So we're gonna go back over to this side, and what we're going to do is just start going in the way of those brows. Little strokes, and take your time with your brows because I see a lot of people rush with the brow, but take your time with the brow. Don't overdo it. You can things that are worth it need to take time. So yeah, I'm gonna just go in and there we go. Go in with the brow. And I'm gonna use my spoolie. Spoolies are good to have because they kind of give you that brush effect when you brush them out. You know how it's starting to get like gives you that little natural effect. So your brows don't look like they're pasted on you. Because for me, I've been needing some good brows because I don't have any. I mean, I have any, but they're just not. So as my pencil gets dull, I like to keep a sharpener near me, and I did pull one out. But I keep a pencil sharpener because I hate using a dull pencil on my brow. It just helps with the strokes, and it's easier. So just gonna keep on going with the strokes. And I'm just taking light little strokes. Eventually, I'll show you how to do a brow with mascara. I did want to do a colored brow today, but I'm not going to. I feel just like today's Friday, simple day, work day, but the weekend is right around the corner. I just don't count Friday. I feel like once Friday hits, it's the weekend. Well, it is the weekend technically, but I just feel like Friday is the relaxed day at work. Like, if you're gonna go into work, I'm not saying don't do too much, but I'm just saying try to figure out how to get away with winding down and getting into your work week. It's usually the most relaxed day in the office, anyways. Okay, so there we go. We got brows. We had none, and now we have some. There we go. And that is a pretty good brow. I think they're going to look really, really good. And it's really not as complicated sometimes as people make it seem. Makeup isn't as complicated as people make it seem. I think people want to make things seem complicated because it keeps them important. But ladies, after COVID, if you don't know how to do your own makeup, you gotta learn because you just be walking around the house just looking a hot mess sometimes, and you wanted to feel, like your makeup done, and you couldn't figure it out. You gotta learn. We have learned from COVID that the world can be shut down whenever they feel like it. So, unless you're bold and going to your makeup artist's house or have them coming to you, which is like, okay, whatever. Some people got it like that, some people don't. But for us who have to continue to be great, it's not as complicated as people make it seem. So if you see, I went under. You see how I drew this little? It's a symmetry thing. I do want my eyebrows to match. I don't want them to look awkward and be alone. So I'm just gonna go over this top. I really don't want him to be alone. I decided to do YouTube this morning for the brows. Everything else I'll be on my other page. This one is not as neat, which we have to be on point. I'm usually just dabbing a little bit. So this is the Maybelline Hug Concealer Fit Me. So go to shorten that a little bit. And there we go. My neighbors are pretty loud. All of them are loud. But it's okay. Let me just puff that out a little bit. Because I'll end up putting my makeup on over it, which would be great. And I'll probably put highlighter. But that is really going to be a good brow. I don't know, y'all. Let me just make sure it's just a little straighter right here. This is why sometimes I like to put a little highlight, because I just wanted people to see that your brows are on point. There we go. I'm gonna take that little edge off, like right here. I don't want it to drag too much, so I'm just gonna kind of, and you can always add or take away. Just be careful when you add or take away. See how that one is a little bit longer on this side? And then I just want that one to be a little bit longer on that side. One thing you'll learn about me, the more you stick around, is So I could be doing something and I can't be the only one who'll put something down and it's in your face. There we go. See? Brows are meant to be twins, not sisters. I mean, I guess it could be sisters, but twin sisters. Or a boy and girl. I'm just darkening that corner a little bit. I like it a little darker on that end. So, there we go. Okay, that's a good brow, guys. So, when you see this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And there'll be more to come. I'm going to cut them so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Because normally I wait till I'm done with my makeup to just kind of blend my brows out. But once they're on the way I want them, I go in on, there we go. Go in on that middle part. It's very important to have them looking twinning. So I'm just gonna take a spoolie. Sometimes a spoolie, sometimes I'll just brush them and fluff them out. No big deal. And just kind of fade it out a little bit so they can look the same. And by the time I go over with my makeup, they'll just be cute as a button. So, that's a good brow. Now I'll go in and highlight and do all that other stuff. But I just wanted to show you the brow this morning because a lot of people are always like, what'd you do with your brows? I need a brow tutorial. Well, guess what? They have to come to my YouTube channel to see the brows. You guys, I'm so glad that I could give you a moment of my time this morning. This is my first long live. It's been very scary because YouTube could be different. So YouTube, I hope you welcome me with open arms. You have been very good to me, and I appreciate you for that. What I will say is be a blessing, be great, be amazing on purpose. And I'm going to go finish my makeup. And I just wanted to show you guys how to get a really nice brow. And I did it. Say what you want. But your girl ain't going out with no bad brows. So, you guys, if you like the video, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And you can find me on TikTok, Tanisha Edwards. Love you guys. Bye.